let's see. And I would like officially to welcome you to our first session of Blue Minds for Teachers online course. It's a pleasure to have you here. We are very happy that there were a lot of people that showed their interest and registered themselves, among these also you. So we had registrations from 28 different countries, though suppose that this online course focused on EU teachers and educators, but we thought that it would be a nice idea not to exclude people that are from all over the world, if it is convenient for them. I'm talking about the time slot. So apart from people from Croatia and Greece and Italy that we expected to be here, we have people from Portugal and Spain and Turkey, Tunisia, Cyprus, Germany, even from Kenya and Maldives and Pakistan and UK and Bosnia, Canada, Egypt, Estonia, Georgia, Guernsey, India, Lithuania, Mozambique, Philippines, Poland, Romania, Scotland, Taiwan, Vietnam. Amazing. To tell you the truth, I didn't expect this, but we are very glad to have you here, even half of you. I would like to also to let you know that there are several people that during this time they are at the United Nations Ocean Decade Conference in Barcelona, and they are watching us from there online. There was an interest expressed from the side events that are taking place during this time to attend our online course. So thank you all very much. Welcome again, and I hope that you will enjoy our first session, which is going to be heavy with a lot of information, but you don't have to worry. You just have to see that they are hints, they are things that you can go back again and search and learn. So let's start. Just a little bit of more statistics that almost half of the registered people are teachers of primary school level, but also secondary school teachers, 30%, and of course other educators that are working in non-formal settings such as aquaria or museums or research centers. So just a few words about our project, Blue Minds for Teachers. The main objective of this project was to design and develop this online course in order to empower educators and teachers, mostly, with ocean literacy skills, and this way to support education for sustainable development. This project is implemented with the support of EU4Ocean Coalition. And let me introduce you our partners. It's me from Yolanda Koulouri from Hellenic Center for Marine Research in Crete. It's Thanos Mogias from Democritus University of Thrace in Alexandroupoli, and Maria Himonopoulou from the Hydrobiological Station of Pella. The three of us are in Greece, and we also have Melita Mokos from University of Zantar, and last but not least, Francesca Alvisi from Institute of Marine Sciences of the National Research Council. Here is our little team. A few words about the EU4Ocean Coalition, which you may have heard of it. A bottom-up initiative contributing to ocean literacy for the protection and sustainable management of the ocean. It is a coalition consisting of actually 3 networks. It's the platform, including organizations and initiatives that collaborate and mobilize ocean literacy issues on 3 actually priority issues: climate and ocean, food from the ocean, and healthy and clean ocean. We also have Youth for Ocean Forum, which is a free platform for young people that they are interested in ocean science issues and they want to make significant change to protect the ocean and manage in a sustainable way its resources. The last component is the network of European Blue Schools, including teachers and schools that they develop, actually they design, develop blue project, bringing the ocean into their classrooms. A little bit about the structure of the online course. In this first session, there's going to be this kind of introduction with regarding framework of the ocean literacy and the multi, let's say, perspective involvement of this concept, and some EU and international frameworks that within these frameworks, ocean literacy is being promoted as a tool. And 5 of the 7 principles with their concepts are going to be presented in this first session, while in the second session that will take place next week, we are going to have the 2 last principles, 6th and 7th, and the concepts, and some key concepts on blue economy, the presentation of Blue Generation and Next Blue Generation projects regarding blue careers and blue professions, and a short live discussion will follow. And in the third session, which will take place on 23rd of April, Thanos is going to present pedagogical strategies that can be implemented for ocean literacy activities and projects. So why should we become ocean literate? Isn't that obvious? If you have seen, I'm sure that you have seen from space the picture of our planet Earth, which according to an English science fiction writer, Arthur Clarke, it should probably be called ocean and not Earth, because the ocean covers more than 70% of the surface of Earth, contains 97% of the planet's water. It works as a climate regulator, and we'll see how. It is home to many species and gives us food, oxygen, and energy. The concept of marine and aquatic education have started long before, in the early 60s. It is not something new. In the 70s, there was the establishment of environmental education, and during this period of time, marine and aquatic education are developed and evolved. However, in the United States of America in 1996, scientists and people from Educational Academy revealed that there is an unjustified absence of ocean-related issues in their curricula. So in the early 2000s, many different organizations, marine research organizations, educational research organizations, non-governmental organizations were gathered. They had different fora, different discussions, and they came up with this relatively new concept of ocean literacy, which is our understanding of the ocean's influence on us and our influence on the ocean. An ocean literate person should understand some basic principles and concepts about the ocean, can communicate about the ocean, and is able to make informed and responsible decisions regarding the ocean and its resources. So, what was designed and developed from early 2000 was the framework of ocean literacy, because it started as a knowledge framework consisting of 7 different principles with 45 fundamental concepts. This is the known Ocean Literacy Guide. And here you can see, for example, for Principle 1, that it includes several fundamental concepts that we, all the people, according to this framework, should know about these principles and concepts by finishing school. This is what we should know when we finish school about the ocean. Because, as we said, ocean is playing a vital role in our life. After this guide, the scientists and educators realized that in order to help teachers and educators to integrate these principles and concepts into their curricula, they had to have some guidelines for them for the different grade bands at school and for the different principles. So here you see what has been developed within the framework of United States educational system. But actually, these grade bands can be adjusted to different educational systems, not only for Europe, but all over the world. It's the grade bands for early and late primary school level and early and late secondary school level, as you can see. And here is just an example from Principle 1, a flow diagram in order to help teachers to see the topics and subtopics that can use in order to teach their students about different properties. So here you see for grade 3 to 5, meaning late primary school level, and you see the different branches and the different topics and subtopics that they support, actually the main topics, and of course some relations, some connections with the other principles and concepts, because you probably realize that there are topics that they are not only included in one principle or in one concept. There are connections all over. So that was a way to help teachers. And here is the alignment that they used, a more complicated, the right one you see in your screen, a more simple on the left. That was the primary one, let's say. And what it shows is, for example, for Principle 1, the different concepts and the different grade bands, and what kind of concepts, which of the concepts can be referred to what depth in each grade band. Of course, as we are talking about different educational systems, and we all know that it's not easy to adjust, European SchoolNet developed lately some guidelines for the different educational systems in Europe, and subjects that they could be under these subjects, principles and concepts for ocean science issues could be taught. Don't worry about all these that I'm showing to you and all the things that we are going to show you, we are going to give you by the end of the course all the resources, the links, the references, even the presentations, in order for you to come back and be guided and refresh your memory for all these different issues, because it is a lot of information and we cannot really expect to remember everything or to remember by heart everything. We just give you the hints and the way to work within a framework and to find the way to teach all these issues to your students or to your audience, whoever that could be. Okay, we have the guideline, the guide of the ocean literacy, the scope and sequence, the alignment, and an ocean literacy survey at international level was developed in order to measure the ocean literacy activities. This survey had to do with the knowledge of the principles and concepts, because you will see later on that apart from knowledge, there are also other dimensions of ocean literacy. And of course, I would like to mention that apart from this international survey, there are a lot of different questionnaires that have been developed in order to measure different dimensions of ocean literacy level.
Yolanda, a couple of minutes more, please.
Okay. Thank you, Thanos. You can see some associations of ocean literacy promoting this concept around the world, and some environmental literacies. Ocean literacy proved to be a successful concept, so that's why so many environmental literacies. As I told you before, it started as a knowledge concept, but it evolved to a multi-perspective concept with dimensions such as attitudes and behavior and emotions. It is a tool that has been proved to be useful for the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. You see here that the 14th Sustainable Development Goal is dedicated to the ocean, and through all, and actually the ocean let's say, can satisfy, can help achieve, can help to the achievement of all of the Sustainable Development Goals. Another framework, that one of United Nations Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development. Ocean literacy is also considered to be a very useful tool. It is part of Challenge 10 out of the 10 challenges of the Ocean Decade. It is also support some of the EU mission areas, like the ones regarding climate and healthy oceans, and EU priorities, actually. And this is the last slide, talking about the network of EU Blue schools, which is actually, as I said, a network for teachers and schools to develop their blue projects and to share experiences, collaborate with other schools and teachers, to have access to resources, activities, and to have finally recognized with an award of a certification to become Blue School. And lately, with 3 EU projects now that they are running, we have also financing of some of the Blue Schools that they have successful blue projects implemented. So this is the end of the, let's say, of the first introduction.